Welcome, guys, to the Full Armor of Game podcast, episode number 56. Having no expectations with women. We have a great podcast for you guys tonight.
You bring the crowns and heads of conquered kings to my city steps. You insult my queen. You threaten my people with slavery and death. This is Sparta!
Put on the whole armor of
game.
This is where we fight! On these shield boys!
But before we start, we just want to give a shout out to everyone in the Players University, the best men's community that is possibly out there. You have two of the best dating coaches, some of the best players in this community, helping guys have loving relationships, helping guys become players, whether you want to be a playboy, whether you just want to get in one relationship and be happy. You have all the tools you need in the toolbox if you join the Players University. And you guys also have special perks where you give us podcast ideas. Make sure you guys subscribe. Spread this algorithm by commenting, by liking the podcast, by subscribing to the podcast. It helps us out. We do this every week for you guys. But the guys that attended the 5-week seminar, big thank you. They learned so much, Adam. We're getting emails left and right thanking us, and we'll be posting those testimonials as well. They get 3 months free in the Players University, so they've been taking advantage of the game they've been learning, the videos we have, the modules, the texting game. You guys can't lose with women if you join the Players University. And the price is only going to go up. It's going to get higher, so we're warning you guys right now.
Yeah, and a quick thing, I want to shout out Advith in the Players University because he messaged me the other day and asked if we could make a separate podcast ideas tab, because in the coaching app we have, there's all sorts of tabs you can go in, texting questions, dating, relationships, and we never had a podcast ideas tab for some reason. So awesome idea for Advith. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a podcast ideas tab. And then his idea was that all the members can comment podcast idea topics, and they can give extra comments on a topic they like for more stuff for us to break down. And then all Players University members just like whichever podcast idea topic that you want to hear from. And we're going to start looking in the Players University for the highest liked ideas so that we get ideas for our upcoming podcast. So thanks again, Advith.
Let's get into today's podcast, having no expectations with women. And Adam, this one was very important for me, and I'm sure it was also important for you, because I want guys to always go into every interaction with women, and when they go out on dates with women, having no expectations whatsoever, because that makes you more attractive in the eyes of women. The second I stopped caring about the outcome, the second I stopped caring about having expectations with women, is the second I began winning with women. Because when you are too scared of losing a woman, fellas, that's when you already lost her. I have never lost a woman I was never scared of losing. So let me break that down for you guys, because a lot of you guys aren't going to understand what I'm trying to say. When you're not scared of losing a woman, you have boundaries. You don't tolerate disrespect. She's gone the second she disrespects you. The second she crosses your boundaries, you are fucking gone. You don't care about losing her. Your insecurities don't come out when you're not scared of losing a girl. They only come out when you're scared of losing her. So that's very important. And women can sense that. So the second you guys have any fear of losing a specific girl, let me tell you something, you already lost her. You already fucking lost her. And you have an abundance mindset when you're not scared of losing a girl, because you have plenty of options. So losing one woman makes no fucking difference to you.
With the whole expectations thing, think about if you're walking into a car dealership and there's a big difference between what we'd call like a sleazy car salesman, where they're coming right up to you and you can tell they're just waiting to sell you. They're just trying to pressure you into buying something. And it's just, you get that energy. It's like, dude, chill out. Let me look around. Let me figure out what I even want before you try to stuff something down my throat. Versus the best type of salesman, you don't even feel like they are selling you when they're selling you, because the best salesman, they're looking to figure out what you want, what you need, what your interests are in their, if they're a good salesman, they're looking for a qualified lead. So they're, if they see by getting to know you, oh, we're not a good fit together, then they don't try to go for the sale. They're not trying to force something down their throat. They're just trying to get to know you and trying to see, hey, does what you need fit what we have to offer? And that type of energy is way more attractive in the sales world and with women. So when you have expectations with women, it's like that sleazy salesman. Women can feel that expectations that you have. So an example would be, I hear a lot of guys are like, let's talk about approaching women. A guy wants, guys are like, hey, I got to get her number. And that is attaching an expectation to the outcome. When you have that expectation of I have to get her number, then you are going to be in your head. You're going to force things when it's not there. You're forcing the sale down her throat when it's not there, versus just flipping your mind. Instead of I have to get that girl's number, just say, I got to say hi to that girl. And boom, now you go say hi, and then you're feeling it out. You're getting to know the potential customer, seeing if it's a qualified lead before you're trying to sell her and go for something like the phone number. But when you have expectations with women, they can feel that. And then it also makes you more nervous because you're thinking about how can I get her phone number rather than feeling the flow of the conversation, reading the energy, looking at her body language, and just kind of feeling the vibe that you guys have together.
Yeah, so a great example of this is when you match with the girl on a dating app. Let's say you match with this beautiful Brazilian girl and she asks, so what are you looking for? You guys are going to experience this question 50% of the times. You match with the girl on a dating app. Most of the times they're going to ask you, what are you looking for? Now, Adam, if I was a beautiful Brazilian girl with a big ass and I asked you that question, how would you respond to that?
I'd say I'm just enjoying meeting new people and seeing what comes.
Simple. That's what you guys have to say, because a lot of guys will assume that women
Well,
are
here,
just
give
looking.
them a bad example, Czar. I'll be the sexy Brazilian girl with the fat booty.
Okay, so what you
And
guys
I'm
don't want to
asking,
say.
hey, what are you looking for, Czar? Give us a bad example. What are you looking for, Czar?
Okay, so the worst thing you guys can say, if I were in the shoes of a beta male who doesn't have game, guys, I'm not teaching you this. This is from the eyes and the voice of someone who doesn't have game. Okay. So a beautiful Brazilian girl asked me, what am I looking for? Well, I'm looking for a relationship. I'm just tired of dating. I'm tired of women using me. I'm tired of being hurt. So I really want to settle down and look for something serious. I'm thinking of getting married next week and having children. I want to start a family. So I hope you are that special girl that I can't even, I can't say it with a straight face. I
And
hope,
I'm going to be editing this. I'm going to clip that and I'm going to hold it ransom. And I'm going to hold that ransom with Czar. I'm going to have it all over him.
keep it in
Czar's going to
there.
have to pay me some big bucks so I don't put it on the internet.
Keep this. I can't say it with a straight face, but women tell me this. And I know guys respond in such a beta way because they assume that most women aren't looking for a hookup. A lot of them will say that in their profile, or they let the guy know, I'm not here to just hook up or have a good time. What are you looking for? But the guy automatically thinks, let me tell her what she wants to hear, which is bullshit. Because what you really have to tell a girl, and I say this from my heart and I mean it, you guys can use this. You can steal it from me. I don't care. Have your own version. So I'll tell a girl usually, those that are looking for something never find it. I'm never looking for anything. I'm here to enjoy the moment. If I like you, I like you. If you like me, you like me. I have no expectations whatsoever. Because at least I'm being honest. And it's no pressure on her. You never want to put pressure on a girl thinking that you want a relationship or you're pushing her for a relationship.
If guys remember hypergamy in women, women want the highest status man that they feel they can attain by putting that extra pressure on, saying what you want. Oh, I want a relationship. I'm looking for this type of thing. And putting that on the woman, you're also signaling that like you're willing to be caught by this girl. You're willing to be taken off the market by this girl. And again, with hypergamy with women, once she feels she can attain you, once she feels she has you in her pocket, that's when her biological drive goes, well, if I can get this guy, maybe I can get bigger and better. So you're also turning women off by doing this, and you can't be so forward thinking with women. They live so much
And
in the moment.
and another thing, Adam, like you said, you're easily won over now. You're easily conquerable. She's conquered you before she even met you. And that's very unattractive because what's stopping you from wanting a relationship right away from the next beautiful woman you meet? What's stopping you? If her beauty is all it takes for you to want a relationship with her, she can't trust you because you're a man that has no principles. You're a man that is empty. You have no substance. And that's why that's so unattractive. You can never be easily conquerable. You have to at least remain somewhat of a challenge where it's not hard. It's very difficult to get into a relationship with you because they value that more. When you actually get in a relationship with a woman and she knows you're not the guy that easily gets into relationships, there's value in that. She feels special that she won you over. I got the guy that other women want, but they couldn't get a relationship out of him. So that's how I view it. And going back to usually what I tell women when they ask, what are you looking for? You guys, I forgot to throw this line in. I prefer things to happen naturally and organically. I have no expectations. So guys will ask me, how do I respond to that question? That's exactly how I respond.
This no expectation thing, when I think about women, think about it like a video game where you're starting out at level one and you're slowly going to level two to level three. You're not going from level one to level 99 in one sitting. That would be a boring video game. And so with women, think of it as everything's just one little level at a time. When you're going to approach a girl, it's not, I need her phone number. It's just, I'm going to say hi and seeing what happens. That's level one. I'm not going for a phone number. Let's say that then you give her your phone number. Hopefully that would be the right way to do it. But let's just say you get a girl's number. Either way, a lot of guys, once they get a girl's number, then their head starts jumping to level 99. They're like, oh, this is going to be my girlfriend. Oh, might be my future wife. They're skipping all of the levels rather than if I get a girl's phone number or I give her my phone number, my only mindset is like, I wonder if this girl's a fun texter. Like that's where my mind goes to level two. It doesn't go to level 99. Now I've made the approach. I'm like, oh, this girl was fun enough. So now I want to see if we want to text. Now the numbers exchange. And I'm just thinking, like, let's just see if this girl has any fun texting. Let's see if she's one of those boring, crappy texters, or let's just see if she's fun to text, if she is going to be an enthusiastic texter. Like I'm just going to the next level. I am not thinking about girlfriend, marriage, or any of that other stuff because a lot of guys also think if a girl gives you her number that you're the only guy in her life. It's like, no, girls get hit on a lot by other guys. So again, once you get the number, you're just in that next pool. You're in that level two with all these other guys. So if you start to put extra expectations like this is going to be a relationship, you are now weeding yourself out with all the other level two guys that are just playing it cool and having that mindset like myself and Czar. Let's just see what happens, see what progresses organically, not forcing anything. So take it everything one step at a time with women.
And I love to see whether or not she's a fun texter. If she knows how to flirt, and once again, Brazilian women are very good at flirting through text. They know how to have fun. They know how to carry a good conversation compared to a lot of boring American women. So I tell guys all the time, if you want to date someone, date a Brazilian woman or a Latin woman because they know how to text. They know how to have fun through the phone, where they have no expectations. Things happen naturally and organically. But what guys used to do a lot, and I used to do this, Adam, was you see a beautiful girl that knocks your socks off and you start idealizing her. You start idealizing a relationship with her. Oh, she's the perfect girlfriend, wifey material, girlfriend material. You don't even know this girl. I didn't even know this girl. But that's the mindset a lot of guys go into when they see a beautiful woman and she hasn't even earned anything from you yet. So why are you putting her up on a pedestal? And I used to do that. And what happens is you start having these expectations and you become nervous talking to her. You're not yourself. But if you stop caring about the outcome and know that she shits just like every other girl, she probably masturbates just like every other girl. She's probably been railed in some alleyway when she was 19, like every other girl. She's not special.
Yeah, if we even think about the step-by-step thing with women, dating apps are a huge one. So many guys on dating apps, it's like they match with a girl and then all of a sudden their mind goes to, all right, I got to get her out on a date. That's like going to approach a woman with the expectation of getting her phone number. When I match with a girl on a dating app and we start messaging or bantering, I don't care. It doesn't, the level two of asking her out on a date doesn't cross my mind until I'm like, is this girl even fun to message? And so when we always talk about guys, you need to be the prize. Well, men that are the prize don't match with a girl on a dating app and immediately try to like, hey, when can you go out? When you want to go out? Hey, meet up or text me. And they're trying to get her number like right away. Men that are the prize are like, I don't want my number to be given to some crazy girl. I got to feel it out. I got to see if this girl is even worthy of my number. So even that little step by step, I go from a dating app. I'm like, all right, I'm filling this out before I give this girl my number. Then I give the girl my number and she texts me. And then I'm feeling it out in that stage before I'm like, do I even want to spend my own time and energy and effort taking her out on a date? So those are the stages, guys. When you match with a girl on a dating app, put your boner away and start thinking,
Mm-hmm.
this girl needs to earn my phone number. This girl needs to earn after my phone number. She needs to earn a date rather than just trying to force the sale by trying to go, hey, oh, hey, text me. Hey, we should go out. Hey, all this. That's the sleazy salesman forcing a sale down a girl's throat rather than trying to feel it out to see if you even want to invest your time, energy, and effort in this girl.
Adam just said something that is crucial. And a lot of you guys have to listen and learn. Stop thinking with your dick. Because a lot of women talk to me, they send me screenshots of messages. And the first thing they tell me, the first thing they show me is how sexual guys are right off the gate. They're asking for nudes. They're saying things like, oh, you make me so horny. I want to see a nude picture of you. Or they start sending unsolicited dick pics. This one girl that I went out on a date with, her name's Isabella. Shout out to you, Isabella. First thing she tells me when she would match on guys with dating apps, they just talk about her body right away. They talk about sex right away. That's all they think about is sex. They have nothing else to talk about. And guys, it is a fucking turnoff. 99.9% of the times, no girl is going to want to hang out with you. She told me something important where guys forget to learn how attractive seducing a woman is. There's a process to it because you can checkmate a chess player in 3 moves if he's an amateur, if he's a rookie. But where's the fun in that? Why do you want to play a game where you can checkmate an opponent in 3 moves? So why would you want to sleep with the woman right away without even talking to her, without getting to know her, without seducing her? That to me makes no fucking sense. Guys just want the easy way out. They don't want to work for anything. They don't want to peel those layers like we always talk about to really get to know a woman and what she's about and look past her beauty because women get hit on left and right. And guys don't see anything else besides their body, besides having sex with them, besides taking their pants off. And guys, that's all fun and whatnot. That's cool. I'm not hating on that part, but at least get to know the girl. At least invest in our courses and learn how to properly seduce a woman, talk to her, build sexual tension. That's what I get the most adrenaline from. That's what feels, it's not the sex part. It's before that. It's the process that happens before that, fellas, when you see the magic happening before your eyes. That's what really is attractive in my eyes. That's what really gets me going, especially in this game.
And good athletes or masters of any craft, you'll hear them say time and time again, it's all about the process, not the results. Care about the process, not the results. So again, when I'm thinking about with women, the results would be me needing to sleep with this girl, me needing to get her phone number, me needing to take her on a date, whatever. That would be the result. But I don't care about the result. I just care about playing the process right each time. Not every girl is going to play back, so I'm not going to force a sale on every single girl, but I'm going to play the process right. And by playing the process right, the results will come. But guys that are like, hey, I got these new moves, I got these new pickup lines, and they're already thinking like, I'm gonna get this girl to sleep with me, and they're thinking so far ahead of the game, they are going to try to jump for the results, and then they're going to make mistakes doing the actual process of the building comfort with a girl, building a little sexual tension, and doing it the right way. So when you try to focus on the results, you miss out on the process. And the process is a thing that is going to get you consistent with women. If you know the process, you can actually get long-term attraction with a woman, not just sleep with the girl, then all of a sudden she doesn't want to text you back the next day. So when you care about the process, the results come. When you try to jump to the results, you start creating bad habits during the process.
And that's why I got into this game and I wanted to teach men because of the process of going through rejections, heartbreaks, failures, temporary defeats, not knowing what women found attractive, not understanding the game. But then once you learn to enjoy the process, it's very similar to working out. You start seeing results with consistency, with learning new workouts. Same thing with game, learning new techniques, learning how to say something with a different type of tonality, having different body language, knowing that not all women are the same, understanding that older women are different than younger women, and you need different game for both. But you never want to invite a girl over your place right away. Like the first date, oh, let's Netflix and chill. Women want to get ready. They want to go out and they don't want to feel cheap. It might work 95%. I mean, 5% of the times you might meet a specific girl who just got out of a relationship. She wants to forget about her ex, whatever. She'll come over, no problem. Or if she's married, or if she's a 304, a thought, or if she has a boyfriend. But you don't want to mess with women like that, number one. So go out, enjoy the process. Stop having these expectations with women. And I'm going to tell you something that a girl told me. She sent me screenshots of how lost this generation is. Okay. So she said, look at the level of men here. So he saw her at her pool where she lives. They have a pool there in her complex. He came near her playing with her daughter. He introduced himself and he asked for her Instagram. So they talked for a while and then she left. She said, look at the message he sends me on Instagram. The first message he sends her, and I have a screenshot of this. He says, you make me very horny that night, with 2 face emojis. That was his first message. He just met her with her daughter. She responds with, I don't know what you're thinking to send me this kind of message. She speaks Portuguese. Her English is broken. She said, I don't give you that kind of freedom. He said, no. And then he still kept going. Send me one picture. I want to see you. Ha ha ha. And she said, look at my Instagram. There are a lot. He said, okay, good night. But this is the disappointment that women face. This is on a regular fucking basis. And she's not the only one that told me this, where men just have these expectations of getting nude pictures, sleeping with the girl right away. They have no game whatsoever. And this generation is lost, Adam. This
I mean, it's
generation of
like
men.
people need to enjoy the foreplay process again. It's like even when I see that look in a girl's eye, like she wants to sleep with me, I'm like gonna drag that out now and really pull with her and just slowly turn her on throughout the whole night. I'm not gonna jump for it right away. Once I see that look in a girl's eye, I want to just keep warming that up and keep building that little tension, giving her a little kiss and then pulling away and just having this whole night of romance rather than the first time she gives me that look in her eye, losing my senses and acting like a bonobo monkey and just sticking my penis out and just trying to hump her right there in the bar or whatever. Like a lot of guys, they get that like they get so sexual, like that DM that guy said, "I'm so horny" or whatever. It's like
No,
girls
no, he
never
said,
want to
Adam,
hear that.
would you ever send a girl this text? You make me so horny that night.
A million percent no. A million percent never. That's like such a
Like you
that
met her
that is like the
daughter.
girl like looking at you like she wants to be kissed, and then you take out your penis and you start dry humping her leg while she still has her jeans on. It's like, whoa, dude, chill out. You got to go in steps with women, especially with that sexual energy. And
I think a lot has to do with it because of OnlyFans, because of
yeah, and
social
porn
media,
probably.
porn, and because
Yeah.
of the videos and pictures women post on social media now. And guys think it's just that easy because of these explicit videos they watch, porn videos, OnlyFans. I think that's affecting their mind and also them believing
Well,
that you could
you know
just
what
send
else?
women these messages.
I think I think guys too, right, are so scared to being put in the friend zone that they think they have to be so sexual and so direct and, display their horniness. But in reality, guys, all you need to do is show a woman you're able to make a move. So it's like all I need to do is be able to, when that girl gives me the look and she wants to be kissed, all I need to do is show her that I can read those signs and give her a kiss. That's all. That's all she needs. She doesn't need me to then tell her how sexy she is and, oh, I can't wait to bang you and all that. It's like, no, she just needs to know that you're able to read her signs and go to the next level, level two, level three, not that you need to keep forcing like sex on her mind. It's like, guys, the friend zone comes when you're scared to kiss a girl. You don't need to start your messages with women about how horny you are and how sexy she is. That's not going to get you out of the friend zone. That's going to put you in the creep stalker zone. You're going to jump the friend zone straight to the creepy guy that no one wants to communicate with out, and she'll tell all of her friends, and you'll probably get blocked on Tinder and Bumble and all the dating apps for weird messages like that. So
Mhm.
help me build this out, Czar, because so I'm trying to give a picture to guys to understand because just had this in the Players University, a guy asking how can he not come off as thirsty to women, and so help me build this out because what I'm picturing is okay. I'm imagining because me and Czar are always ready to game women. So the way I'm looking at this is like if you guys picture yourself as a hitchhiker and you got a big backpack on and you got like a fishing pole tied to your backpack, but you're not sitting there looking to fish, in the middle of the city. You're waiting for a pond, you're waiting for a place where you could actually find fish. So what I think a lot of guys do is they go up to every woman and it's like they take their fishing pole off and they put bait on and they're like swinging that thing right in a woman's face. Versus me, when I think about that, I have my backpack on, my fishing poles or my fishing poles on my backpack. It's always ready to be used. My game is always ready to pounce when I need it. But I walk up to a woman and that fishing pole is still on my backpack. I haven't unsheathed it at all. I walk up to a woman, approach her, and I say hi or I say something to her, and my fishing pole is not ready. I'm not looking to hook this girl in. I'm not always looking to try to catch a fish. I am feeling it out. Maybe this girl has a husband. Maybe this girl, I don't know. Maybe she's into women. I don't know. I'm not going to pull out my fishing pole until I'm starting to feel this out. It's like, all right, this girl gave me the look. Okay, she's laughing. She's doing this. Then maybe I slowly take my fishing pole out, but I'm not like, throwing bait on it and throwing it right in her face. So the idea is that you're always ready to game women, but you're not coming on gaming women. You're not like coming on with your fishing pole already out, looking at every girl you talk to, you're looking to game her. It's like, no, I'm ready to game any woman, but I'm not gaming every woman. I'm just ready to when the opportunity presents itself. Once I start talking to that girl, I'm like, okay, she was fun. Now I'm like, all right, now my fishing pole is around my back. I'm ready to game this girl.
Mm.
But if you're coming out trying to game every single woman, that is women feeling that intent. And when they feel that intent on you, they're like, oh, this is just one of those guys trying to get in my pants. And then, she's kind of like, whatever, and kind of brushes you off.
And number one, I know guys that will message every girl on Instagram. Literally, they'll scroll every girl on Instagram. I rarely message any women on Instagram. I don't like meeting women on Instagram unless if they have a question or I do find them very attractive and they follow me and they like my shit. Okay, right? It's different. But guys go in with this mentality of hunting. I need to hunt. I need to hunt. It's more of a fishing game. You guys have to go fishing with women, throw out the bait, throw out the hook, use different bait, use different hooks, and then let them come to you. Okay. But guys like to go in with this mentality of I need to message every girl, I need to approach every girl, I need to talk every girl. And you're so busy caught up that you give off this thirsty energy. Women can sense that. If everyone is your customer, no one is your customer. So you have to know what you find attractive in a woman. If you see a woman that you do find attractive, she doesn't have a boyfriend, the opportunity is perfect, you go and you approach her. That's how easy it is. It doesn't matter where you are. But the mentality that you guys need to have, and you can fake it till you make it now. And I used to do this was, how would I be perceived? How would I act if I had thousands of women dying to hang out with me? How would you carry yourself if you had a new girl that's calling you every day, begging for your time? How would you guys act? You wouldn't care about the outcome. You wouldn't be giving off thirsty energy because you already have so many women in your life. And when the most women I ever got in my life was when I worked at the fitness center from age 17 to 21. I didn't have game until like 19, 20, 21. I was still learning. Even then, I was a novice. I still didn't even have the game I have now, Adam. And I would get the most women when I already had women, to the point where I would blow off dates with some of the hottest girls. I didn't even give a fuck. I didn't even try sleeping with them when we would go out on dates because I already had so many women in my life. And then years later, I would have those same women ask me, like, why didn't you ever make a move when we went out the first time? And I would tell them, because I already had so many women in my life. Like, I didn't give a fuck about the outcome. I never cared about the outcome. So when you have something in abundance, you keep getting more of it in abundance. Everything flows right back to you. That's why they say the rich keep getting richer, because they already have so much money. When you have all these women in your life, you're just going to keep getting more and more. But the guy that's needy, thirsty, he doesn't have any women in his life. So he's going to talk to, message every girl he can. And it's a distraction. I don't know how you have all this time to be messaging all these women or talking to all these women.
When you mentioned pretending like you have 1,000 women and you you know, wouldn't be caring about all the outcomes of every single, like you wouldn't be able to keep up with all these different women. So if a girl sent you a short text, you wouldn't even notice, you wouldn't care. It's like, whatever. I got all these other women that are freshly messaging me. I don't care about that one that didn't play back.
And you know how to
So
handle rejection too, Adam. You know how to handle rejection where you see a girl's not interested. Maybe she's sending you one word answers. Okay, cool. You're on to the next one.
yeah. It doesn't even feel like rejection. You just don't even
Mhm.
notice. It's like, oh, whatever. I don't care. She didn't play back. No worries. Didn't need to pull out my fishing pole for that girl. I didn't get any signs there. Because so many guys come to me for texting, messaging advice, and I give them a framework, stuff like mirror texting. And I will hear this time and time again about guys going, yeah, well, she's going to know I'm playing games, or she's going to, whatever, or, there's no harm in texting her back a little bit. We're having a good conversation, all that. But again, imagine you had a busy lifestyle, which is lifestyle that women respect. Imagine you had other women in your life, which is a lifestyle that women respect. They want a man that's pre-selected. Well, if you had that in your life, you wouldn't have time to care so much to invest and text back these women so quickly. So even if God's like, well, I don't feel like I'm being myself, it's like you have to understand the perceived value you have with a woman. She doesn't know anything about you. She hasn't met you. She doesn't know your family. She doesn't know your friends that can talk you up and tell her what a cool guy you are. All she knows is what you're presenting to her. All she knows is your conversation you had. So you have to act as if. That's why when you take a while to respond to women, if you mirror text and you know exactly how long you can take, you never text her back quicker than she texts you. Well, again, by doing that, you are giving her the perceived value that you're a guy that's busy, that you have other women texting you, because the guys that are texting women back so quickly and having all these long conversations and getting to know women so quickly on dating apps or on phone calls, those guys are like the guys that when she asks what you're looking for, they're like, I'm looking for a relationship. I just want to settle down. That's the energy. That's the same energy because the guys are like, I'm just seeing what happens. I'm casual. If something blossoms, it blossoms. If not, whatever. Those are the guys that aren't, they're just using dating apps casually because they're not going crazy looking for something serious. So you still gotta understand the perceived value you have with women. And if you come on too strong, that woman is going to get the signal that you are not a strong candidate as a man that she wants.
Exactly. And that's one of the ways you can eliminate being thirsty. That's one of the ways, like Adam just explained to you guys. If she's not texting you back the same time you're texting her, mirror text her, it works. You have to show her that you have higher value than her. So another way where you guys have to give up being needy or thirsty, let's say if a girl cancels on you, you had a date schedule, she cancels on you. She asks, oh, can you do the next day instead? You better say no. Better say no, I'm busy, but you can wait until next week. So those are other ways that you can show women you're not thirsty, you're not needy. You're not going to drop everything you're doing just to cater to her needs and to please her. Okay.
Yep.
I was going to end on that, Adam,
Yeah, I
because
think the only last thing I wanted to talk about was the like sex part. And again, I think that's what guys get way too overeager on. It's like, okay, you're on a date with a girl, things are feeling good, there's chemistry. It's like, oh, you guys kiss. Well, so many guys then are starting to think about, oh, I'm gonna have sex with her, I'm gonna take her home and all that. If I kiss a girl, I'm just thinking like, all right, let's just see if she's a good kisser later too. I'm not immediately thinking to sex, or I'm like, oh, okay, that was fun kissing her, but I'm not jumping to sex. I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna sleep with this girl tonight. I'm just like, all right, this girl will probably come home with me, and that's where my mind goes. She'll probably come home with me. That's the next level, level 3 or level 4 or whatever it is. I'm not thinking she'll probably have sex with me because what if I don't want to have sex with her? What if she gets back to my place and all of a sudden we're closer and she has some terrible body odor and it grosses me out? I would not want to sleep with that girl. Like those are very real possibilities. What if she came back, she's on her period? What if, there's other reasons? So again, once I kiss a girl, maybe my mind goes to the next level of like, oh yeah, this girl's ready to come home with me, but it does not go, this girl's ready to have sex with me. This girl's ready to sleep with me. Because once you start to put that in your mind, then your actions come off is too thirsty because now you're starting to go, oh, I bet she's going to sleep with me. And now you're just watching the whole time, like, when can I go for the next move? When can I go for the next move? Rather than like enjoying the moment. Once I get back to my place, there's a whole new moment. It's like, all right, she's at my place. I'm going to let her feel comfortable, get all warmed up and all that. We'll have some wine. I'm going to see if this girl's fun. Like, if she's still cool, after we're at the bar, now she's back in a different place. Let's just see if she's still a cool girl. I'm not going for sex. I'm still going one level at a time, feeling it out. So guys that get that expectation in their mind once they kiss a girl, I'm going to sleep with her, that is going to bleed through in your actions and behaviors, which will come off as too thirsty or creepy to women.
yeah, and I'll end on this. I remember watching a video where this woman, and women always tell on themselves, she said the most attractive guy or the guy that she wants to sleep with the most is the guy that doesn't want to sleep with her.
Yep.
And it's true. When you don't have that thirsty, needy energy, you're not looking to sleep with her, you don't care about the outcome, that's when they want to sleep with you the most. So you always tell a girl at the end of the date, if you invite them back to your place, oh, by the way, don't try anything. I'm not going to sleep with you tonight.
Yeah, don't try
Right?
any funny business on me. We're keeping
Yes.
this PG.
Exactly. So you have to throw that in their mind and watch how quickly they will start taking your clothes off or they start seducing you if you know how to play your cards right.
Yeah, and that's another form of telling women no, which we always know is powerful. Telling women
Mhm.
no is like being the guy that's like, nah, you're not going to sleep with me tonight. I don't sleep with women on the first date. That's like, that would be my mindset. And then she's going to be like, oh, I'll change your mind, you bet. But most of the guys are thinking about, oh, I'm going to try to sleep with her. And then the girl has the mindset of, you're not going to sleep with me on the first night. And then she keeps that stubborn, those breaks up because that guy keeps trying. But as soon as you flip it on her and you're like, no, you're not sleeping with me tonight, that relieves so much pressure from women. And then you can just play it cool, cool, calm, and collected. I'm at my place. We're just enjoying wine. I'm not trying to sleep with this girl. No, no, get off me. I'm not trying to sleep with you. I'm not that easy. And that is the type of thing that relieves pressure from women that makes them want to try to sleep with you.
Yes. And guys, we have a special guest next week, Camille. He gave you guys fashion tips, and he'll be on next week because he's in a relationship with a beautiful Polish woman now. He took our seminar. He's part of the Players University. He has our courses. He loves this girl. She loves him. And that's what this is about. So he's going to tell us his experience, how they met, certain tests that she might give him as well, how he passed those tests, what he sees differently now compared to his previous heartbreak he had, where he didn't know anything about the game, and how he can
Awesome.
compare it to the successful relationship he has now. And that's what we love seeing the most.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. I'm excited for that.
Yeah. Stay tuned. You'll hear a lot of good stories from him, a lot of good lessons.
Yep. Take care, guys. We'll see you next week, or we will see you in the Players University for those of you that are inside.
Yes. Take care, guys. Thank you.